Sean mentions weather because it has been a bit of an up-and-down weekend on that front. We've had rain and delays over the course of qualifying in the first day or two of this event. We can look now at our Lucas Oil standings here in top alcohol dragster. Mike Coughlin, Jackie Frick, and Sean Cowie in a virtual dead heat atop the points. But look at Hunter Green sitting in fourth, Julie Natas sitting fifth, Cummings, Grizzle, and Maynard rounding out most of that top 10. If you look at our competition ladder, a full squad of top alcohol dragster competitors here this weekend, and everybody who's anybody in those national points has come to Minnesota. Hunter Green, the Bond Code sponsored dragster out of the Randy Meyer Racing camp. And the Performance Truck Machine across the racetrack of James Stevens out of Gothenburg, Nebraska. It's actually Nick Spiegel driving the car this weekend. Spiegel running the blown alcohol Hemi, and of course it is an injected nitro-burning Hemi for Hunter Green. Reaction times favoring Spiegel by 200s, but Spiegel's car is wandering over the racetrack, and there goes Hunter Green, keeping his championship hopes alive. Just 12 out of the lead, if you will, right now. He goes 525.7 at 277 as Spiegel 534. So Green in the thick of that championship fight delivers. And so next up, it will be Hunter Green coming up with a Bond Code injected nitro-burning dragster. Taking on Hunter Green will be Mike Coughlin, and as we have mentioned, Coughlin is slowly trying to pick off these threats to his supremacy in the Lucas Oil Drag Racing Series National Points Chase. Hunter Green, the son of Chad Green, who is, of course, a Nitro Funny Car driver, and they both won in Pomona, California to close out the 2023 season. Both cars now inching toward the fully staged position. Drivers will let the clutches out. And they leave the starting line. Hunter Green is roaring down the racetrack. He had a 66 light. Coughlin was 33. It's going to be Green, 522.5 at 278 miles an hour. That is the lowest ET of the race so far, at least for Hunter Green. And that is top speed of the meet at 278 miles an hour. He stops Coughlin as we watch this one again. Coughlin runs a solid 528.6, but he had nothing for the Bond Code car, and Hunter Green advances. Thank you, Joe Costello, down there at the top end of the racetrack. A jubilant Bob McCosh and crew. Now it is the top alcohol dragster final round. And again, we go back to this idea that Hunter Green has to do what is maybe the hardest thing to do in drag racing, which is to understand what a round win can mean, what an event win can mean, and then go out and execute it with the pressure of everybody looking on. Madison Payne has had some of the most memorable top alcohol dragster wins of the last 5 years. Her defeat of Tony Stewart a couple years ago in Las Vegas by a single thousandth. Her first national event victory back then. She has had more since then, but she is a very high-level competitor. Both are national event winners. Who's going to get their next one? Reaction time barely favoring Madison. Look at these two locked together, and at the stripe it is Hunter Green. 525.1 beats a 526.4. 61 10,000s at the stripe. It was that massive charge, and you can see the speed actually favored Madison Payne, but you watched that race and you saw the back half of the racetrack. Hunter Green's car absolutely began marching at the 8th mile. We can see here, Madison's car leads, both cars transferring their weight perfectly, and then watch Green's car explode at the finish line. It was speed.
Hunter Green is undefeated in 2 wide final rounds in the top alcohol dragster category. Holding the Wally, big high five from your dad. Walk us through that final round.
It's been a crazy weekend. It's been a crazy season. This car has been in, I think, 10 final rounds this year, but we finally got a national event win. So we've been working hard for this. My team over there, Jake, Kevin, Randy, of course. These guys have worked so hard this year, and I don't know. We got a good shot at winning the championship now, so we got to see if we can keep this going.
Talk a little bit about your Top Fuel aspirations. So many young drivers coming into the sport. What are yours?
Yeah, I would love to go Top Fuel racing right now, but for now I'm focused on this, focused on doing the best we can with Randy, and yeah, we'll see what the future holds.
Congratulations, Hunter Green, your top alcohol dragster winner.
Again, thank you, Joe Costello. And for Hunter Green, the sky is the limit. Coming up on the tour, the next race is the 70th running of the Toyota NHRA US Nationals and we'll be joining you there with a massive field of more than 900 race cars on the property. Then it's Reading, Pennsylvania, and the second Charlotte race of the season. It has been a blast here at BIR. A big thank you.